Oh, I know what's wrong. I'll
What's
fix
wrong?
it.
Should I reset?
No audio. No.
There's
Yeah.
no audio.
If you started.
Oh boy.
Okay, I fixed it. You're good.
Okay, cool.
Tell me when to start the timer.
Okay, sure. We got to go through these little opening cards here. All right, so should I reintroduce myself?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, my name's funkybilliards. You can call me Max if you want, because that's my name. I'm playing Kirby's Epic Yarn because it's a very hard game, made for big, strong, burly men such as myself. So here's the countdown to start the timer. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. So unfortunately, the sad thing about this run is that you miss all the narration, which is really upsetting because the voice actor is he's such an honest old man. He's very, very homely, very comfortable old boy. And he's got this great gristle. He's got this great gristle to his voice. He goes into the lower register a lot, very comfortable. Just like the rest of the game. This entire thing is just very comfortable. Going through it fast almost feels... what would be the word? It almost feels kind of disrespectful. Because it's like, it's all so cozy and like you just want to take your time and look at everything. Be in a nice little cozy, comfortable place, but it's not how it is. We're real men here. So we need to play games fast. Even if the good Lord above doesn't will it. This is who we are, this is who I am. It's not a phase, this is who I was meant to be. Anyways, the weird thing about this beginning level is that it's surprisingly really technical. You'd think it isn't, just because it's like the beginning, like tutorial stage, also that's a really bad goal. But it's surprisingly technical. There's a lot of really precise jumps for it to be super, super optimal. So, you know, whatever. It's okay. I got through it fine. But yes, I guess this would be a good time to talk about, the end goals, because it's different. It's completely different from the rest of the Kirby games. Because if you've ever played a Kirby game before, you know that usually... I'm thinking back to, like, the first Kirby game on the NES, and its remake on the Game Boy Advance and that kind of thing. Usually what happens is he's on this little platform that shoots him up into the air. And then you land on these little cloud platforms that act as little goals. And you get different points depending on how high up in the clouds you get. This game is not like that. It's got a little... It's like a roulette wheel, which you ring the bell to stop. And depending on where it stops, it can either stop very, very quickly or very, very slowly. So a big part of this run is making sure that that goal stops quickly. Because in the end, it can take up, like, a surprising amount of time. Also, there's somebody renovating my bathroom. Also, there's somebody renovating my bathroom, so please don't mind them. Sometimes they make some noise. Just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it too much. It'll be okay. Nobody minds. But yeah, so one of the biggest things in this run is making sure that the goals get by really, really quickly, because they can either take like maybe a second. They can go by like that quickly. Or they can take up to like 7 seconds, I think is the longest one. Which obviously, that adds up over the amount of the entire run. You know? This is like an hour-and-a-half run if you're doing world record. So if you get bad goals every single time, oh my god. Why am I so bad at this game? So if you get bad goals every single time, you know, that adds up. That's gonna be like, what, 5 minutes plus? It's a lot of damn time. Am I allowed to swear? I think so. I hope so. Anyway, that was frame perfect. Great. So that's like the only frame perfect trick in the game. And the way that works is when you transform into this tank Kirby, there is a single frame where you can get out a missile before Kirby actually hits the ground. And doing that here actually saves about 2 seconds, because it gets the platform down lower. The one that I had to shoot a whole bunch to get down to the bottom. You know. You know, that one. So yeah, that actually saves about 2 seconds there, and about another 2 seconds way at the end of the run, because this tank transformation only comes up 3 times in the run. Once here, and once in Dreamland, and once during the final boss. Spoilers. And the only time it's ever really useful is here in the final boss, both of which saves about 2 seconds, because here it gets the platform down quicker, and during the final boss it takes an extra hit off. And that is a good demonstration of what a good goal looks like, because it didn't take 9 years to reach the end. It didn't take 9 years to reach the end, which is nice. I prefer a few seconds over many years, you understand. Just the kind of person I am. But yes, for people just coming in now, this Kirby's Epic Yarn, it came out in, I think, like 2007, so I must have been in, like, high school. Middle school? I don't know. Fellas, help me out. If I'm 19 years old, born in 1998, how old was I when this game came out? Throw a dog a bone, help me out here. I can't do math while I'm playing Kirby, come on. Come on. Anyways, this is a really bad run so far, but that's okay. The true test of strength is in this level, because it got this really shitty transformation that can be really long or very short, just because it's so weird to control. So we'll figure out how the run goes from here. It's the UFO. Kirby transforms into this real sweet, cute little UFO type guy. And it's very cute, but God is it frustrating. God is it not very fun to use. But that's okay. Because I'm not here to have fun, I'm here to have fast. Oh no, come on! I'm here to have fast, right? Just like all you guys. Just like all you guys. No fun, just fast. That's it. That's all I need. And it looks like we're going slow today, boys. It's okay. It's alright. Does anybody mind that we're going slow? Not particularly. It's okay. Actually, that wasn't as bad as it could be, because the issue is this UFO guy bonks around a lot, and he takes a really long time to recover from his bonks just because he's so slow. So I think I only bonked like once there, maybe twice. It's not so bad. Ah, it's not so bad. Anyways, I think that was a good goal. I wasn't looking. I think it was okay. A good quick way to tell is usually by what side of the peg it lands on, because there's those little pegs on the wheel where it stops on. So if it stops on the left side, it's usually going to be a little bit slower. If it stops on the right side, it's going to be a little bit faster. So that's the quickest way to tell, but obviously there's sub-speeds within that. So you can never be quite sure unless you're watching it the whole time, which for some reason I didn't do. But... oh wait. There's a strat here. No, no, no! What am I... oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh no! It's okay. My finger slipped. Anyways. I think I want to talk to you a little bit about the dialogue in this game, because it's surprisingly intricate. Yes, the dialogue in Kirby's Epic Yarn. Very interesting, huh? So here's the thing, is that it always takes a few frames for the dialogue to start up. Oh my god, I was like 1 frame off to get in the door perfectly. I should have been 12 when this game came out. Okay, so yeah, I would have been in like middle school. Actually, no, yeah, I remember. I remember now when this game came out. There was this one kid in my health class. His name was Owen, if any of you were curious. Where, when the game came out, I sat next to him in health class, and he was so angry about this game. He was so pissed. He was like, this is so dumb. This isn't what Kirby is at all. This dude was getting angry about fucking Kirby. Are you kidding me? That's what was happening? Come on now. Who do you think I am? So yeah, I definitely remember that now. I was in middle school health class when I first heard about this game. And Owen got angry. Owen... what was his last name? I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it's not very important, is it? But yeah. So, back to the dialogue. That's right, that's right. The dialogue. Also important Kirby Epic Yarn tech. I'm sure you guys want to hear all about it. So yeah, it takes a few frames for the dialogue to start up. I think it's exactly 10 frames for the dialogue to start. But then once it's there, it only takes 1 frame to progress. So every time you press the button to continue the dialogue, you can continue the dialogue again exactly 1 frame after. So you can just... say if there's 3 dialogue boxes total, it would take you a minimum of, I think, 12 frames to get past it. Or 13? I guess 13. which is really, 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 really quick. Obviously. Oh my god, what the hell am I doing? You're not supposed to get that, it's slow. You're not supposed to get that, it's slow. Because it stops the gameplay for a little bit. But it also tallies up your beads at the end of the level here. You see I'm gonna get some extra beads for getting that CD. So that was slow as well. Look at that. Oh god, that's like 2 seconds extra. That was ridiculous. Holy lord. Big lord above, Jesus Christ. Anyways, I'm kind of worried about this level. Because... oh, actually, now is the point in the run where 1P and 2P begin to differentiate, which stands for 1 player and 2 player, but more accurately 1 controller and 2 controllers. I don't think anybody actually does 2P with another person. I'm running 1P, obviously. So the difference here is that, you know, right? Are we all on the same page here? That's the difference. No, the difference is that later on in this stage is well, this entire thing is very vertical, but there's an extra vertical segment coming up where it's so much easier to just toss the second player up and then have that second player continue the rest of the level. But instead, I gotta do some extra strats involving this drill I'm carrying. See? So this is where it would be. Usually you would just have Prince Fluff, the second player, jump up on Kirby's head, up to this door, but I had to kill that big slug monster to get through the door. So ultimately, it's not too much of a time difference, but I think it's enough where 2P is just a little bit faster. It gets to this section just a little bit faster, but we wind up on the same cycle anyway, so... basically, if you want to put it this way, this goes true for like pretty much all the levels in this run. 2P is easier, but only a few minutes faster. So ultimately, you're going to be seeing about the same cycles you would see in a 2P run, just in a much more pressing manner. It's a lot more difficult to pull off. There we go. I didn't collect anything extra there, so we have no time losses. That's nice. That's good. I like it. And then up here, we're going to have our first boss in this game. His name is Fangora, which is bullshit. Alright, let me talk to you about this. Let me talk to you why I'm pissed about Fangora. Let me talk to you about why I hate this guy. He's the worst. Because his name doesn't make any goddamn sense. Alright, later in the game, there are bosses. Name of Hot Wings, Squashini, Capamari, things of the such. They're all obviously named after foods, like calamari, hot wings, squash. Fangora is fucking nothing. Fangora is nothing. It's just a dragon name. It's just the name of it. Because he's got fangs, I guess he's a dragon. But there's no food tie-in. I don't get it. What were you thinking? What were you thinking, Kirby game developers? I forget the guys who made this. I think it was Good Feel, wasn't it? Some good guys back there. The composer especially is pretty cool. You can find him on like Twitter and Facebook and stuff. He accepts like all Facebook requests. So if you just want to be friends with the composer of this game, he will let you. It's a lot of fun. Oh fuck, I got the start. That means I need to get all the beads. It's all or nothing, boys. All or nothing as far as beads go. Because either you finish the level with like 0 beads so that you have to waste no time with them, or you get like all the beads so you get up to the gold medal and it counts really quickly. By the way, I can't hear the music, so I hope you guys like this one, because I remember it's quite fun. It's quite fun, this one. It reminds me of Grease. You know that musical? I'm not one for musicals. I quite prefer late romantic French era stuff. French era. Late romantic era French music. Just barely bleeding into like the Impressionist era. I'm talking like Guillaume de Queue, Francis Poulenc, this kind of... well, Poulenc is like way into the Impressionist era, but you know what I'm talking about. So, which is to say, I don't like musicals. You guys know what I'm coming? You guys know where I'm coming from? It's fine. It's fine. Nobody minds. Angora is a type of wool? Oh my god! Oh my god! Alright, well, I guess you proved me wrong. Because here's the thing, you need to put that on the Kirby Wiki right now. Because I've done extensive research on why Fangora is named this way, with no conclusions. The Kirby Wiki said nothing. I've watched like Let's Plays and nobody says anything about Fangora. So you need to put that on the wiki like right the fuck now. You're gonna help the entire universe with this knowledge of wool. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm going slow. Because guys, fellas, let me tell you something. Let me be real with you for a moment here. If you go on speedrun.com, TM, is it trademarked? Probably. Well, no, maybe not, because Speedrun isn't like a brand. If you go on speedrun.com, TM, go to Kirby's Epic Yarn, guess what you're gonna find? I'm the best 1P runner by like 5 minutes. Doesn't look like it though. It doesn't usually look like it. I guess that tells you just how much competition we've got. Because my buddy Papeраrio, the 2P world record holder. I'm the 1P world record holder. He's the 2P. He did a 1P run once that was like 1 hour 36 minutes. So that's the second runner-up, but he didn't submit it to speedrun.com. So all as it looks, I just am like 5 minutes ahead of everybody else. But it certainly doesn't look like it. I can't get it very consistent. So this is probably going to be like, maybe like 137, 38, maybe something like that, just based on how this is going already. It's going to come down to the bosses, really. Because the bosses have huge, huge, huge time losses. And this is a lot faster in 2P as well, because the second player can just consistently make you faster all the time, instead of going that regular speed. So if you have the second controller shaking all the time, it gives you like a permanent boost. Which is obviously much faster than just having sporadic boosts given to you by the level. Clearly. Clearly. Obviously. So that part is like, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds faster 2P. I have no idea where that number is coming from, it's just an estimate. But also, let me talk to you about this tech with the patches. This tech with the patches. Because the idea is that you want to throw the patches as close to their location as possible. You notice at the end of every single level, you get a little patch and you throw it and that makes the next level appear. You can actually make that optimized. You can optimize that throw. The way it works is that you want to be as close to its location as possible so that it has like no distance to travel, or more accurately, it has to travel for less frames, because it takes the exact same amount of frames to come back. Also, this is slow. I don't know why I did that. Focusing on the commentary, I guess. But yeah, so it takes the exact same amount of frames to come back to Kirby as it takes to get away from him. So obviously it's much faster to have it go like 2 frames to its location than, say, 64, you know? So if you throw the patch and it just lands exactly in its location, it's gonna like zoom back to Kirby. It's not even gonna look like it damn moves. It's fast. It's pretty good. Yeah, 2P runners control by themselves. Actually, Papeраrio is in the chat right now if you want to ask him. He's the 2P world record holder. And also, we do have a Kirby's Epic Yarn Discord for speedrunners, which is like super, super inactive. So if you have questions, they will be answered. They will be answered. Yeah, 2P... I've recently become very frustrated with that term because it's not entirely accurate. It should be 2C, 2 controllers, not 2 players, which I think would get the point across a lot more eloquently and a lot more accurately and a lot more quickly. I guess that's what eloquent means. I didn't need those other 2 adjectives. But you know what I mean. Also, don't mind me, I'm just being the best at this game. Never mind. No problem. Who do I care? Maybe I'm just the best. Whatever. Does it matter? Yeah. Maybe after this run, my father will love me again. Anyways, this is a pretty shitty goal. Pretty shitty goal. I'm not super pleased with this one, but... Is anybody pleased with that goal? Probably not. I don't think I am. I wouldn't be surprised if you weren't either. There's nothing to be impressed with. Okay, let me tell you something, folks. This next one's scary to me. This next one is very scary with 1P, because it's got some real tight cycles. And I feel like this entire run has been bad so far, so this is probably going to be bad too. Because there's a part with all these like falling stalactites and guys, those kinds of things. You can think of it, because stalactites fall down, because it's shaped like a T, it's pointing down. And stalagmites point up, because M's are pointing upwards. Does that make any sense? I feel like that made no sense at all. It's okay. But yes, there's a part with some falling stalactites, which is really easy with 2P because you can just like toss up the second player past the entire damn thing. But with us 1P runners, we gotta do the whole thing. It's very tight and very scary, just like my ex-girlfriend. Just kidding. I never had a girlfriend. Who am I kidding? I'm not joking. I'm not fooling anybody. I have no history with women. A guy like me speedrunning Kirby's Epic Yarn? Who the hell do I think I am? Who the hell do I think I am? Anyways, I've been looking for a long time to get past that guy without getting hit, but it's just not possible. It's just not possible. I have a theory that 2P runners might be able to do it, but it's never been tried out, so who knows. And I'm not going to try it out myself because I'm not a 2P runner. Fuck that. Just completely unnecessarily aggressive. This is the part with the stalactites that I'm very scared about. And check it out, y'all. We made it. We're okay. If you bonk at all during that bottom section, you're gonna lose these cycles, and you're gonna have to wait for like 12 seconds for the stalactites to be back in the right position. Am I always this funny in his streams? It depends on what you mean by funny. If you consider this funny, I guess. It's something like that. Anyways. This part fucked me up for a long time, because you can just hold down the button to make him just infinitely dig like this, but I thought you had to mash it. I thought you had to keep mashing the button to make him dig that fast. So until like, oh my god, this fucking goal. But yes, I kept like mashing the button to make him go dig that fast. And it's like, you know, do I still hate Degen? Yes. Degen is the worst Pokemon. Do not even get me fucking started. That guy's terrible. It only saved like 2 seconds. It's better than nothing, paper. 2 seconds is a pretty good save. Also, hi, Mepu. All my stream regulars are here. Aww. It's like they're cheering me on. It's like somebody cares about me. What a unique feeling. What an interesting sensation. Wouldn't it be great? If I could feel this from my father. Welcome to therapy. Welcome to the therapy marathon. Maratherapy. Welcome to the Maratherapy. Hi, Orange. Therathon. Maratherapy. Doki Doki Pon. What am I thinking of that says pon like that? Ponyo? Who knows? I'm such a mess. Alright, cool. Here's the interesting about this bit, is that there is, you see the rushing water down at the bottom there. There is actually one point during this little dinosaur section where it is just faster to go in the water and just mash through it. Because you can go in the opposite direction from where it's rushing, but it's like, it's not very optimal, and it takes like really, really precise button presses. I keep slurring my, my S's. I keep saying shiz. Shiz. Fuck. Uh-oh. Well, guess we gotta do this now. Guess we gotta do this now. This is not the part where it's faster to do that. In case any of you were wondering, this is not the fast part to do that in. That was very slow. Does anybody... Yeah, hold up. Anybody mind if I, like, go slow? You guys mind if I just do a really bad run? I hope not, because that's what's happening. Cool. Hope not. Also, for anybody who wasn't here earlier, there are people working on my bathroom, which is like immediately next door. So what I'm trying to say is that this is just the biggest shit show you're ever gonna see, at least on this marathon. So I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. There's people like knocking and drilling and shit. It's like, what the hell's going on? There's so much chaos. Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. But I guess we're already like done with Hotland. Here's something I've always been wondering about. Alright, hear me out here. How hot actually is Hotland? Does anybody know? Has anybody like been there? Because obviously it's hot enough to warrant the name hot, but it's not hot enough to the point where like everything is made out of like fabric and yarn and shit. It's not like catching on fire. There's no problem. Everybody's fine. So it's not hot enough to warrant, like, burns. Because if you put, like, a piece of fabric in the desert, I guess it wouldn't burn. I guess deserts aren't really the temperature to make things start combusting out of nowhere. But I'm wondering how hot something has to be. I'm wondering how hot something has to be to warrant the name hot. You know? When does warm become hot? And is this land truly hot, or is it just warm? And who made the distinction? These are the things I'm wondering about today. Rest in peace, this Waddle Dee. Rest in peace, this Waddle Dee. If I had more subscribers, I would say to put my emote, because it's a big sad Kirby. It's a Kirby with his frown going outside his outline because it's so big, but I don't think any of them are watching. Anyways, this fight's this is the worst. It sucks. Because you just gotta get all these yarn balls and wait around. There's a lot of waiting with 1P. 2P can do things a little bit faster. Yeah, the Waddle Dee's fucking dead. Can you believe it? Can you believe Waddle Dee's fucking dead? After everything he's done for us, such as walk across the screen. What a shame. What a shame he had to go so young. Was he young? I guess we'll never know because he's fucking dead. I guess we'll never know if he was young because he doesn't exist anymore. Whoops. Oh well. Also, you'll notice, I do try to get rid of my beads whenever possible to make, because at the end of every level it counts your beads at the end. And obviously less beads means it counts quicker. So I tried to get rid of as many beads as I can before the level ends, while also not sacrificing time, because taking a hit does mean taking a hit of time. It takes a few seconds for Kirby to recuperate. So you need to have a good give and take of like, okay, well, if I get rid of beads here, will it be faster or slower in the end? And with bosses, it's almost always faster, but in levels, it's almost always slower. So that's an easy way to think of that. Oh, my lordy, lordy, lordy. I guess we're already in Toyland, huh? Uh-oh. Toyland's hard. Treatland, actually. Treatland is what it's called. It's just that the first level has to do with toys. That's why he's, you know... I always make the connection of, oh, Treatland, Toyland. Because even, like, there's building blocks right there. You enter the world and there's just building blocks, and it's called Toy Tracks is the first level. Objectively the worst level, because that's the worst transformation in the game, but we'll get to that in a second. Is this worst transformation? No, I guess it isn't. It's like the second worst. The first worst is like towards the end of the game. It's a big spaceship. It's an auto-scroller. The transformation is an auto-scroller. So I'm going to say that's the worst one, but this is like the next worst one, because it uses the motion controls. Well, in a, like, really, really important way. The tank does as well, but it's, like, really easy to get a hold of. This tank is, like, you pointing at the sensor bar and, like, drawing little toy tracks for the train to go on. It's like, ah, oh, it's the worst. I know it just said it wasn't, but it is. Also, there's some surprising tech coming up here. which is really tough. I think 2P has an easier time with this than 1P does. Just because, you know, throwing the second player is really, really easy. As opposed to making precise jumps, you know? That's how it goes. I think it's here? Yes. So I go all the way over here, get on this dude, and wait, because now Kirby's invisible. And I can get up here, there we go. You're not supposed to be able to make that jump, but by kind of goofing up how the jump mechanic works, you can just a little bit. Because if you make Kirby kind of skid around in the air while he's the car, he gets just a little bit more height than he would if he just straight jumped. So you do that to get up there, which you're not supposed to do. Anyway, this sucks. I hate this part. Do not like the train transformation. I also don't like saying it, because a lot of people would say train transformation with a bunch of CHs. But little do they know, in the word train and tracks, there is no CH, it's just a T. Therefore, the T sound. That's how it works. I'm gonna be quiet here so I can keep this train track steady. Oh fuck, I wasn't supposed to get that guy. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna fucking go through the boxes. Cool. There we go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy, right? It's legally now train tracks. Listen, if it was spelled like that, I wouldn't mind saying it that way. But they are T's, so I'm gonna say it with T's. Same thing as tree trunk. People say tree trunk. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Tree trunk, bitch? Who do you think I am? Some kind of guy who doesn't pronounce my T's? There we go. So that was a good patch in, because it had a very, very small amount of frames to go into its location. So you see the camera's going to zoom back to Kirby real fast, like, watch. Watch. As if you weren't going to. Oh, that wasn't super fast. It can be faster. I'm just bad at the game is all. That's it. This level is scary to me. This is like the hardest level when I was starting up running this game. I had so much trouble with this level. I don't really know why either. It's not particularly tough. It's just got some tight cycles is all. So if you mess up a little bit, the cycles are going to be off, but not by too much. It's not too hard to recover. Yeah, like that. I could have been a little bit faster so that I didn't have to wait for that second swing, but I'm just bad as all. It's okay. Everybody's bad at something, and it just so happens that what I'm bad at is what I'm supposed to be good at. That's all. It's not so bad. Welcome to Maratherapy. Welcome to Therathon. There we go. That's a bad goal. I'm glad you like my voice. It's what I went to school for. I went to school to have a good voice. Yeah, I'm an organist. I've got some videos on YouTube of me like playing video game music on the organ. If you want to check those out, check out Max Miller Arrangements. Check out me shilling my own stuff on a stream that isn't mine, but you guys asked. It's not my fault. I'm so apologetic. Why did I apologize so much? Take it easy, dude. It's nothing to apologize over. Holy moly. But yeah, I've got access to 24 access to a church's organ. So I like to go there and like record like Final Fantasy music and that kind of stuff. Just because not many people do that, you know? All the organists I know are like 60-year-old white dudes, so it's like, we need something fun going on here, you know? You can't just be doing hymns all the time because those are boring as hell, bitch! But don't tell that to the church who gave me the keys. Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that I said that. They probably know anyways, though. Even when I have to, like, play for services, I just, like, improvise. I don't play, like, any, like, Bach or anything. Not anything against Bach. He's really, really impressive. Love his compositions. Don't like to play them. Also, Just a little for your information. If I did that beginning, like, 2/3 of the level wrong at all, I would not have made that cycle with the donut. I would not have been able to go inside that open donut. So, just gonna say, maybe I played the game kind of perfectly. Who cares? Not a big deal. Not like I'm, you know, good or anything. A little bit. Whatever. Whatever. Good goal? Hell yeah. It's a fine goal. It's a fine goal. Nothing to write home about, but nothing I'm gonna complain about either. You know how it is. Y'all know how it is. Yeah, if you think that was a good goal, type 1 in the chat. Type 1 in chat if you think that was a good goal. How do you become a music? I mean, if you're seriously asking, I do give like music theory lessons, because that's what I went to school for. I went to school for vocal technique, which then also taught me like music history, music theory, and then one of my teachers started giving me like organ lessons outside of school. So like if you actually want to learn how to be a musician, I can help, but I feel like that was a meme. I feel like that was a meme. Speaking of which, speaking of that, this is my favorite level. It's so cute. I like the little treble clef trees. Mind you, I didn't say treble clef trees because that just is incorrect. I said treble clef trees. Like almost I know how to speak English. I wonder what those guys renovating my bathroom think of this right now, because I'm just like talking to myself. Maybe they think I'm on the phone. The thing is though, they can probably hear exactly what I'm saying, so they can hear me talking about them right now, which is the weird thing. So maybe I should stop. Maybe I should, you know, not do that. Anyways, this isn't a terrible run anymore, just that beginning area was. First couple levels were kind of shaky, because I'm a little nervous. I've never done a marathon before. I think it's not going too terribly though, as far as 1P goes. I bet you this will still be better than like every other 1P run on speedrun.com, just because nobody does it. They think I've gone bananas just like you do. I mean, it's okay. It's alright. Here comes the worst boss in the game. In case you didn't know, that was supposed to be a drum roll, but it wasn't very convincing, I don't think. This is the worst boss in the game because he takes so damn long to do anything. Oh wait, I was supposed to be closer to the patch there. Whoops. Whoops. So the way this guy works is he's got a big slot machine, but actually there is no RNG whatsoever in this fight. Well, there is, but it's completely negligible. It doesn't matter. Because the way it works is he's going to hide under one of 3 hats. There's one on the left side of the screen, on the right side of the screen, and on the middle of the screen. But he's only ever on the left or the right one, never the middle one. So if you just always pull up the middle hat, he's always going to come out from the sides and you never have to worry about him. It'll make sense when you see it. So the only RNG in this entire fight is whether he's on the left or the right side of the screen, and in the end it doesn't even matter. So even though he is the boss that has like an RNG theme, the whole thing of like the slot machine, all random number generation, he actually has very, very little, and what there is completely negligible. There's no point to it. There's no reason for it to exist, because you can just always pull the middle one and be okay. Because the thing is, you want to pull a hat that doesn't have him underneath it for the sake of changing how his cycles work. And he's never in the middle one, so we always pull that one. See, it's always these fireballs. Because if you pull out the hat that does have him underneath, he doesn't go to these cards, he goes to a bomb instead. He starts throwing bombs around. Or I think he puts you in a bomb and something with bombs. Anyways, this is really tough. Let me focus. Alright, I got it. That's really tough. There's a really, really small window to get all those cards the way you're supposed to. Because now we don't have to wait for him to do anything else ever. We can just knock him out. We completely negated all cycles for the rest of this boss because we got those 3 cards, which is great. Because the cycles are really long, especially with this guy, but also for most bosses. There we go. And it's just that easy. And it's just that easy, what can I say? Not too tough. Not too tough, but it's a pretty big barrier of entry for like new runners. The people who are like new runners right now have a hard time with that, and when I started it was hard too, and that kind of thing. You know. My favorite ice cream is DegenDash. I don't know what the hell that is, but my favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip. Which I think is, you know, I think that's respectable. I know a lot of people would be like, oh, my favorite flavor of ice cream is like birthday cakes. Like, what? Birthday cake is not a fucking ice cream. That's a bakery dish, bitch. What is it? Oh no, a pastry. That's cake. All right, fellas, help me out here. As far as cakes go, is that a pastry or like a baked good? I need a better name for baked goods, because that sounds like a colloquialism. That doesn't sound like something an actual baker would say. What the hell would you call a cake? I'm not a big fan of ice cream in general, though. Just milk is like, eh, it's pretty gross. I do like mint chocolate chip, though. I was about to say milk chocolate chip. That's gross. Yeah, can you just, like, pour some chocolate chips into my milk, please? just like, load it up. Just load up my milk with those chocolate chips. Thank you, please. Been waiting my entire life for this chocolate chip milk. Thank you. But I guess the next runner-up would be, like... I don't know what the next runner-up would be. Because I'm not a big fan of, like, any ice creams besides mint chocolate chip. I guess, like the cookie dough one is okay. The one with, like, cookie dough in it, that's fine. Also, that's a really tight cycle to make. I'm glad I made it. This level is tough, too, only because of that water cycle. If you don't get that perfect, you're going to be waiting there for a long time. So, little did you guys know, I'm actually kind of good at this game. Just a little. Oh, fuck, I was supposed to get on that top platform. Oh, well, at least that was a good goal. Confection? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, well. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really like chocolate ice cream. I don't like strawberry ice cream. The only time I had strawberry ice cream was when I was really little, and it made me throw up, so I never had it ever again. Just because I'm that kind of dude. It's like, oh, it made me throw up when I was 3 years old, so I just never had it for the rest of my life. Of course, I recognize how silly that is, but it's like, I don't want to throw up again. Not for something I don't particularly care about to begin with, you know? You'll know how it is. You'll know how it is. I'm sure you guys have got something like that, too. Just something that you're illogically like, nope, I don't want to do that because I have a bad memory with it from a long time ago and I'm just not going to get over it. Well, welcome to the therapy marathon. Therathon. Welcome to Therathon. I don't know why I'm talking so much about, like, repressed memories and shit. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I guess that's because it's usually the kind of stuff I talk about on my streams, where it's like, you know, 3 people show up. You know? I'm not used to talking to, like, more than 3 people. You know? It's just how it is. Somehow I got affiliate, though. I don't know how I got, like, 3 viewers, and then, like, they're like, oh, yeah, this guy can have an affiliate chip. It's like, alright. I'm not gonna complain, but I don't understand your choices. Yeah, I keep forgetting you guys can actually, like, hear the sounds in this game. Because the way I did it, I was supposed to have a co-commentator, but something got screwed up. So I turned the volume down on my end, and I'm also wearing headphones. And I just never turned the volume back off or took my headphones off. So I'm hearing, like, double nothing. I'm hearing nothing from the TV and also nothing from my headphones. So I'm glad that I can just, like, not talk sometimes and you guys won't be hearing nothing the way I am. Yeah, affiliate's really easy to get. I don't deserve it. This level's kind of tricky. This level has some weird choices, because it is kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure type of thing. Because there's a point where you can wait for a cycle to happen, or you can go ahead of the cycle. And both are equally as slow, not as fast. Slow is a very deliberate choice of words there. Both are equally as slow. So it's like, oh, you can wait, or you can just go ahead of the cycles and wait there. It's like, what I usually do is go ahead of the cycles, just for the sake of making sure I make them. I'll tell you when we get there. Poyo. Oh, hi, Matsi. He's a, for those of you in the chat, he's another Epic Yarn speedrunner. Thanks for stopping by, man. It's almost as if, I've got a little community of friends who will come say hi to me sometime. Almost. But yeah, this run's really bad. I think it'll still be one of the better runs on speedrun.com. I think it'll be ahead of the other runs at least, but behind my PB by far. Because the next best 1P run is like really bad. There's a lot of mistakes. And it was made like a couple years ago. Oh, come on. I guess we're going the slow route, boys. Guess we're waiting for the cycles, even though I didn't intend to. It's okay. It's actually not much slower. Because you're going to have to wait anyways in this section. Because of these guys up here, you'd have to wait for this guy to reach exactly where he is right there. So we were a little bit slow, but only by like a second or two. And I think that's a good goal, isn't it? It's pretty good. Yeah, it's one of the better ones for sure. It's a good goal. Have I accidentally ever picked 2-player? No. No, I haven't. Because the way this actually works is that no matter what run you intend on doing, you do just pick 1P at the beginning anyways. Because at the title screen it says 1-player or 2-player. And everybody always chooses 1-player first. Because 2-player isn't really its own separate run. It's more like a different way to do 1P, because you don't do both players for every single level in the run. Most of it is 1P. So the first time 2P comes into play is the fourth level of the first world. So up until the fourth level of the first world, 1P and 2P are the exact same. So everybody chooses 1P at the beginning. Kirby's really cute, isn't he? Also, can I talk to you about how I kinda hate the swimming in this game? Because you just gotta mash is all. The only reason... Well, I was about to demonstrate what it would look like if I didn't mash, but then I would be going slow. This isn't a time for demonstrations. I'm supposed to be showcasing my skill, not demonstrating different mechanics in the game, so... Just believe me, if I wasn't mashing 2 like a madman right now, I'd be going really, really slow, and it sucks. Because you just gotta mash. For the entirety where you're in the water. It's not very fun. Also, rest in peace that dude on the left, because we never actually see what his face looks like. I forget what his face looks like. Just because in the speedrun we're always so far ahead of him. And he shows up a couple times too. That big fucking fish. Just never see what he looks like. From what I remember, he's not very, what would be the word? Maybe not very photogenic is the way to put it. He's not the most handsome fellow, but I guess I'm not one to be talking. Whatever, who cares? I was just playing a damn Kirby game is all, that's it. Whatever. Judgmental. SMH. SMH. SMDH. B. Where did that start? That whole thing of like calling people bi instead of bitch. Seems like a Tumblr thing. Did Tumblr start that? I feel like Tumblr started it. Tumblr, Tumblr, Tumblr. I wonder how many times I can say it. Anyways, we're actually like halfway through the run right now. Kind of. After this boss we will be. Which is weird. I feel like I haven't been doing this for very long. Can somebody give me time? Somebody give me time for when I entered that Kapamari door? I'm curious as to how long this has been, because it doesn't feel very long, does it? Blue Kirby has a Twitch Prime crown? Dope. This boss is kind of stressful. Oh fuck, I think I already messed it up. Because you need to watch out for these tentacles the entire time, and if they get you, that's a big time loss. 4940? That's not terrible. It's one of the worst I've done in recent memory, but it's not the worst ever. People have done a lot worse, including myself. So that's not so bad. And I'm still got the cycles okay. The cycles are still okay. I thought that tentacle was going to grab me, but I raveled up his hat just in time. So we're okay. I hope he comes into this left one. No, I'm not doing 2P Matsy. Come on now. You know me. Fuck. Uh-oh. There. Time loss, but not by too much. Not as much as it could be. You're supposed to hit Kapamari with that first yarn ball you have, but sometimes those tentacles get in the way. That's why I wanted him to come up on the, in the vase that was immediately to my left, because you've always got a clear shot there. The rest of them are kind of iffy. The left is the only perfect clear shot you get there. The rest of them are kind of very, very, very sketchy. Anyways, Kapamari's fucking dead. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Correction, when am I doing any percent fast? Not right now. Not right now. It's not gonna happen. Hey, that's a pretty good beat count. Because the thing is, the fastest... Let me think of how to phrase this. The way you want the beads to count is so that they're just barely past a medal. So you're noticing on that little circle, there's different medals you get awarded for how many beads you collect. You always want to be like 1 or 2 beads over the next medal goal, because that's when it's going to count the fastest, because it has different counting speeds depending on what medal you get. Which means the difference between 299 beads and 301 could be like a couple seconds. Because if it's taking, for example, this is so weird to explain on the fly, I need to make a video about this. I think it kind of makes sense though. So bronze medal would be slower than silver medal if you were only like 2 beads apart. Does that make it? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. I think probably it doesn't. I'll just make a video on it sometime. The numbers in this game are so weird to talk about. Because there's like no terminology for it. I'm like the only one who looks into this game's numbers. So when I do start talking about the numbers, I'll have to make my own terminology and people just have to understand what I mean by it. But during a marathon is not the time to figure these things out. I'm kind of focused on something else at the moment. Which is, going slow. This is a pretty bad run. Hey, but it's not the worst. I remember when I used to finish Waterland at like the hour mark. So I'm still like 10 minutes ahead of where some people are. Some people meaning like new runners, you know. New runners, as if we have any. As if anybody is a new member of the Kirby Speedrunner clan. Because yes, we are a clan. We will kill. It's a very religious organization, this Kirby Speedrunning. Anyways, that was a bad goal. Actually, if it was like a cult, that'd be okay, because I'd be the organist, and that's okay. It'd be a lot of fun. Guys, fellas, hear me out. Fellas, we should make Kirby's Epic Yarn into a religion so I can be the organist. What do you think? What do you think? Yes? No? I feel like it's probably a good idea. Anyways, this is one of my favorite levels in the game just because it's so cute. The music is one of my favorite in the game. It might be my favorite piece in the game. I don't know if it is, though. It's definitely up there. Also, I should mention, the reason you'll see me jumping sometimes when it doesn't seem totally necessary is because when Kirby is walking in a straight line, as in the ground is flat, jumping Kirby goes at the exact same velocity, the exact same speed. So it's more efficient to jump over little divots and things than to walk through them, because it's almost as if Kirby is just walking in a straight line instead of going down in those little dips, you know? It's one of those rare cases where jumping is the exact same horizontal speed as walking, or running more accurately. Because a lot of games don't do that. A lot of games kind of halt your forward momentum for the sake of jumping. But this game is not one of those, so it's better to jump than to just walk most of the time. Yeah, Merry Christmas, folks! Welcome to Snowland, home of Christmas. Y'all ever heard of damn Nightmare Before Christmas? What the hell was that? I'm playing so badly today. You guys remember when we were in like middle school and there was all these people with like striped leggings and they would always talk about Nightmare Before Christmas, and they had like these notebooks full of like really sketchy pen drawings, and you guys know exactly the kind of person I'm talking about. Kept their hair really frizzy. Y'all know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. We all had somebody like that in middle school. Merry Christmas. It is a good film. Nightmare Before Christmas is a good movie, but it's been kind of tainted. It's been tainted just by culture, by Hot Topic culture. This entire time Milk has been like, what the hell is this dude talking about? I hope you guys like my run during this marathon, because I think it might be the last run I'm allowed to do. Anyways, this level sucks. All of the levels where you have to play as like the penguin on the sled are terrible. They're just not fun. Because they're slow, and all you do is just jump and spin. By the way, I hope you like Kirby's sound effects. Because that's all he does for these entire damn things. Just go, Booyah! Hi! You guys, alright, y'all, hear me out. Y'all know at the beginning of every level in Kirby 64 when he goes hi? That's it. I just wanted to remember that sound effect. It's a really good one. It's a really good sound effect, isn't it? Him go, hi! Like that. Y'all remember? Yeah, real Kirby hours. Hooah! Hi! What the hell am I talking about? Oh my god. Whatever. Whatever. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, if you want to follow me on Twitch, you can. I like how that bot keeps like, hey, follow the streamer, but like nobody's gonna fucking do it. You could be like, get this guy the hell out of here. He should have never had a spot in the run to begin with. It doesn't help that Kirby's Epic Yarn is not a very popular game. So it's like, you know, y'all know how it is. Trying to convince people to watch. I don't even bother anymore. I'm like, yeah, I speedrun Kirby's Epic Yarn. People say, oh, okay. We just leave it at that. Nobody cares. Oh my god, this fucking... Alright, that was terrible. That was really, really terrible. These goals today are so bad. Because the thing is, you would think they're RNG. They look like they're RNG. But they have the exact same load times. They have consistent load times. So if you get to them at the same time consistently, they're always going to be doing the exact same cycle. So it is skill-based, just like everything else in this game. It just isn't super apparent. Also, that's like the best patch in the game, because this camera's going to pan back to Kirby in like 1 frame. Watch. Boom! Look at how fast that was! That was great. I love those. I love those really quick camera pans. Alright, this level sucks. This is really, really tough. Because you gotta keep this really fast speed the entire time. And it's really difficult, just because this level is made for really difficult things. It's not super easy to keep your momentum, because you have to play the game very well, and obviously I can't do that. Well, you gotta stop there, there's no way around that. But that's one of the few times you have to slow your momentum. Here's another. And then we're home free the rest of the time. We're going to keep the speed through the end of the level. And I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to focus a little bit, because this part still gives me a little bit of trouble. I'm not super great yet. I may be the best 1P runner, but that doesn't mean anything. Because, like, nobody's good at this game except for, like, Paper Ario. Hey look, and a good goal on top. A good goal on top. I like that. Is there no runner command? Oh, it'd be pretty convenient for the people who do want to come check me out. Of which I'm surprised anybody wants to begin with. This is a real shit show. This is a real shit show, you know? Anyways, this is a really fun boss fight coming up. I really like this one. Because it's similar, if you remember the whole thing with like Squashini, where we knock him out in one cycle. That's kind of what we do here. It's more like 1.5 cycles. Because you get 2 yarn balls right at the beginning and then 1 yarn ball later, instead of the 3 yarn balls that Squashini gives you. This is a really fun one though. I think you guys are going to like this. Because it's so fun to watch. It's really fun to execute, but it's much more fun to watch just because it's so smooth. Very, very smooth game. Smooth strats. You know how it is. It's pretty tough though, so I'm gonna stay a little bit careful here. In the meantime, you can Craigasm over the music. So you go under him. Get this. And we're home free, baby! Smooth sailing from here, bitch. I don't know why he landed all the way over there. Because here's the thing. He has no invincibility frames. He has none, so you can just continue to hit him over and over again. If he gave you 3 yarn balls, we could stop him there, but he needs to give me 1 more. Just look at how smooth that was. I love that. I love this boss fight. It's so quick. So satisfying. And he's done. And it's just that easy. And it's just that easy. What can I say? This one, I think that is my favorite boss fight in the game. It's so satisfying to pull off. This next boss is really scary though. It's Meta Knight. And he has not only RNG that is really hard to account for, but it's hard to account for, so I kind of defeated the point of having a second statement. It's really hard to account for his patterns, because you can control him, you can manipulate him a little bit, but not nearly as much as I would like to. Not to the point where it would be useful, is what I should say. Because it is possible, but not very useful. Anyway, this level stinks too. This is like kind of auto-scrolly, a little bit. In that you have to ride these roller coasters and you can't really go ahead of them. But it's okay. In the meantime, we finally have some time to talk to each other. How are you guys doing today? Is everything cool? Is everything fine? I hope so. I got work later today. I don't really want to go because I fucking hate my job, but hey, doesn't everybody? Haha! Y'all, if you ain't unhappy with your life, what the hell you doing? I would like for you to find exactly one person who doesn't hate their existence. Go ahead. Go ahead. Try. Try to find one person. It's not gonna happen, baby. And this bitch gotta get the hell out of here. Oh, come on now. That was fast. That was fast. That was a fast little waddle deep hole. I like that. I think that's the fastest I've ever done that segment, which is to say I'm bad at that segment. Because that wasn't nearly as optimized as it could be. Maybe I did it better on my PB, but I don't remember. I did that a couple months ago. Basically, ever since I got my 134 PB, I just haven't really ran this game again because I haven't had a need to. Because the second best time that's on speedrun.com paper, don't worry, I'm acknowledging you still, is like 5 minutes behind me, so I don't really feel the need to improve it that much. Because you guys see here, like, there are mistakes you can make in this game, but they only add up to like a second or two. So nobody can do like one strat that's going to win them those 5 minutes back. It just is being good at the game. That's all the difference there is in that time there. So far, nobody's really up to it yet. Unless one of you guys want to. If you guys want to prove me wrong, that'd be great. I would love to get more runners, and more, especially 1P runners, so I have some kind of challenge to work with. Because I've been doing Ribbit King in the meantime. But I want to keep... The thing is, I can improve my PB, I can improve the 1P world record, but there just is no incentive to. So it's like, why bother? And even then, it's only going to be by a little bit, like half a minute, I think, is about the biggest time save there. And it's all from... It's pretty much all from just getting good goals. I don't really feel like grinding that out until I have to. That's a good goal. The only person who was in this marathon who is now bound is that lad who did Resident Evil 4. What did he do wrong? I liked his run. He was having a good time. More importantly, what did he do that I didn't? Oh, was it Thomas the Dank Engine? Was that it? I can see that. I can see Thomas the Dank Engine getting me out of here. That was a good run, though. That's a shame. Yeah, Paper. If you beat my 1P time, I would I'd go through and try to best that one too. But the thing is, I don't want Kirby's Epic Yarn to just be you and me. I want more people. I want more runners, more active runners at least. Because if it's just you and me, that's just going to perpetuate. People are going to be like, oh, we'll just leave this to these guys, you know? I don't want that. That's a good point. That's a good point. If he was actually banned, you probably wouldn't say it out loud. Should have considered that. This is a fun strat. You just go all the way down to the bottom like this. Because you're supposed to, like, manage through those little areas up there, but you just go all the way through. Who cares? Not a big deal. If I buy you Kirby's Epic Yarn, you will do a single run? How about like 5? How about like 5 runs? Because I'll PayPal you like $20 so you can buy it on the Wii U Virtual Console. So then your run will actually be valid. Because here's the difference between Wii U and the Wii. If you download it on the Wii U, that saves like 5 seconds on each loading screen. I'm not kidding. Because usually the loading screens are like 7-8 seconds, but on the Wii U I think they're like 2 or 3. On the download at least. On the disc, I should say disc and download, those are two different things. Because you can do the disc on the Wii U as well, but it will still be as slow. So pretty much all good runs of Epic Yarn are going to be on the Wii U. All the ones worth looking at least. Just because they don't deal with those loading times. So yeah, I'll fucking PayPal you like $20. I'll pay you like $20 if you want to do some Yarn Kirby runs, I'm not kidding. We need more runners, or at least people who are going to take it seriously. I'm tired of it just being me and paper. Because, you know, it's a cute little rivalry we've got. It's nice to go back and forth, like 1p, no 2p, no 1p, no 2p, but it's like, how long can we keep doing that just with ourselves, you know? Let's be real here. Memes aside. Memes aside. Anyway, this level is exciting. It's like 3 to 4. Alright, well, that's close to 5. 3 to 4 is close to 5. Anyway, this level is really exciting with 1p because there's some really nasty strats to pull off. This might be like... I think it might be the most technical 1p level. Because there's a lot of stuff you gotta pull off here. And the first one is right here. If I mess up this beginning section at all, we're gonna lose some cycles, and that means a lot of time lost. And the biggest time loss is going to come from that UFO guy, because his movements are random. They are RNG. So if he gets in your way and you bonk on him, that's a big time loss. And then these platforms are going to be out of sync, and you're going to miss the cycle, and it's going to be really slow. So luckily I made that. And then from here on out, it's just a matter of platforming really quickly, and then a really, really crazy strat later on that'll let you know when we're at. No, why didn't he ground pound? Kirby. He's not doing what I want him to. He's not doing what I want him to. But yes, bless the good RNG. Thank you. That's like the only time we need to count on RNG in the entire run. But also during Meta Knight, so don't praise RNGs just yet. We're not done. And it's right here. This big jump here is going to save us like 30 seconds if I get it the first time. And I don't think I did. Nope. Let's try it again. Come on. Because what you're supposed to do is go through this area with low gravity, and that's really, really slow. But if you make that jump, which is not intended, that is a sequence break, you know, you save all that time, which equals about 30 seconds. Probably closer to like 20 now, since I messed up the first time, but you know what I mean. So all in all, that was a pretty good one. For being the most technical 1p level, that was pretty good. Also like a perfect goal as well, which is great. I'm really pleased with that. I'm really pleased with that. Alright. This next level isn't too tough. The only one I was really worried about was Mysterious UFO and also the boss fight with Meta Knight. We just came on up after this level here. I'm surprised I've had things to say all this time. I guess because most of the time I wasn't even talking about the game. You guys remember when we were talking about Nightmare Before Christmas? What the hell was that about? What am I doing? Talking about damn Nightmare Before Christmas, playing fucking Kirby's Epic Yarn. Man, oh man. I hate that comment. Those aren't RNG either, but they are really hard to account for. Because you manipulate them with your movements, so if your movements are just a little off, it's going to be fucked up, and it was fucked up. Now this is slow. Now this, oh, yeah. Gotta do some backup strats here. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. That was really bad. That was a really bad section. It's okay. Luckily, I estimated that I would be bad at this game. You notice my estimate is 145. My PB is 134. I knew I was going to be bad. So that's okay. Anyways, now we've got literally 2 minutes of nothing. So, what do you guys want to talk about? You guys doing alright today? I don't know if I ever got any answers about that before. Because I did ask, and I told you how I was doing, but I don't know if anybody really answered themselves. This would be a good time for that. Also, if y'all got any thing to sip, now's the time. In fact, I'm gonna sip myself. Look at that. Y'all got like water, or maybe cranberry juice, or maybe, I don't know, lemonade? Oh, hell yeah. If y'all got lemonade, can you email me some? Can you email me some lemonade? Because I had some the other day. This is no sipping marathon? Fuck. Uh-oh. Never mind. Don't sip. Guys, don't sip. Don't sip. I'm gonna get banned. If any of y'all sipped, I need you to unsip. Let's do it. Please unsip for my sake. Anyways, we're about done here. We're about done. That was the last swarm of enemies. And I got the goal off screen. Was it good? Nope, it's terrible. Oh well. Unzips. Unzip stick. There we go. Getting banned either way. Alright. Now it's time for Meta Knight. I'm very scared about this boy. I'm nervous about him. This is probably the toughest part of the entire run for both 1P and 2P. Because there are definitely strats, but it's a matter of being able to use them. Which is to say, sometimes Meta Knight will just do things you don't want him to do, which is very frustrating. You unsipped all over your PC, now everything you own is broken. Well, anything to keep me from getting banned. It was a sacrifice I'm glad you're willing to make. I like to have Kirby do that little dance. It's fun to do while he's just waiting around. This. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's really cute because it makes him look really squishy. I missed it. Does he do 2 again? Nope, just the 1. Alright, so I need him to give me another yarn ball. Right here. Or not. Why? Why, Meta Knight? Why are you so mean to me? Alright, now we got 3. So we can just unload. Unload! Unzip Meta Knight. Check it out. See ya, bitch. So long. Sayonara. Haha. And that's it. That's it. It was really slow getting all those yarn balls, but it's better than nothing. Better than the alternative. That could have gone really, really terribly and it only went badly, so that's okay. It's okay. We gotta unzip. Unsip on that Meta Knight. Y'all know how it is? Alright, listen. We've all unsipped before. We know how it goes. Y'all know what's up. Anyways, we're about to enter the last world in the game. Isn't that crazy? Where the hell did the time go? This felt like a really short run, but it's like way over my PB already, I'm sure. What time are we at, by the way? Just curious, because I feel like my PB has probably already beaten the game. I feel like that's probably already happened. This is a fun level, though. Not technical, but very smooth. And this is fun, because you unzip the door all the way from down here. 118? Oh, okay, so we're not... You know what? That's not bad. I was thinking we'd be like 122. That's really not too bad. No, Waddle Doo. The cycles. I can't believe it. I can't believe the Waddle Doo killed my cycles, killed my run. My perfect run, it would have been world record by a mile. Because we measure speedruns in distance, of course. American distance. American distance is different from everywhere else distance. So that's how speedruns are measured, right? Miles? Meters? Alright, let me talk to you about something. Why the fuck don't we use kilometers and that kind of stuff? Why? What's the point? Literally, what's the point? Who wanted this? Who wanted that? Oh, come on. He could have got that. Frame perfect? No, I didn't get the frame perfect one. Didn't get the frame perfect missile shoot, but that's okay, because I didn't need to. England uses miles? I didn't know that. I thought they used, meters. Did that change? I could have sworn they used meters. That was close. It's actually kind of tough to get that one bear out of the way in time. Because if you don't kill that bear, he's gonna be in your way. He's gonna make you go slow. It's no good. Obviously no good. I'd much rather kill an animal than go slow. You understand? See ya, bitch. There's another bear. And that's the last bear we're going to see in the game. Is it? No, that's not true. That's not true. I take back what I said about the bears. We're going to see some more later. Anyway, here's Wispy Woods. Hope you didn't want to see him die because that's what happened. See ya, bitch. So long. Can't believe Wispy Woods is fucking dead. Press F in the chat to pay respects. Or 1. Or F1. Any combination of the three. And... oh, that was good. That was a really good patch throw. It's gonna have, like, no camera pan back. It's gonna be really quick. F1 open to Google Chrome. It wants you to watch the stream a second time. It wants you to give us 2 views. Will that revive Wispy? If you... yeah, with your newly opened Google Chrome tab, if you want to search up a Google image of Wispy Woods, he can come back to life. He will be there. If that's something you want to do. I can't believe I'm the worst at this game. I can't believe I'm the worst at this game. Oh my fucking god. Well, it's okay. It's okay. Wow. And I practiced this level beforehand too. I practiced this level just today. Just because I was like, oh, you know what? This level's really tough. I may as well practice it. So I practiced it. I didn't practice every level, but I did practice this one. And it was for naught. I did kind of recover there, which was really exciting. It was a really clean recovery. So F1 for that, I guess. I don't know if it is faster to jump off the platforms like that, but it definitely feels like it, so I do it anyways. It definitely, I mean, it looks faster than just floating the entire way, right? I'm not crazy. At least not about this. Alt F4. Alt F4. That was a really good goal, though. The perfect game. You're right. It's impossible to lose, but it's also impossible to win. I guess that's Animal Crossing, isn't it? Whoa, 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 whoa. Shout out to the 135.27 that lost 20 seconds. Paper, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Is that one of your times or one of my times? I don't remember. But that level is really tough. It's a lot easier with 2P though. I think you could say that for most levels in this game. It's really tough on 1P, but with 2P it's considerably easier. And also faster. 1P just is obsolete. It just is not the right decision. Oh, that was kind of slow. I guess I could say that about the entire run, though. Y'all know how it is. This is a fun level, though. Just to play casually. It's one of my favorites to play casually. Because believe it or not, I can still play this game casually. It seems like a lot of people with their speed games are not able to go back and play their games normally. Which I think is weird. Because, I mean, I only run 2 games. I run this and Ribbit King. But, with both, not much has changed towards my casual playing of them. I can still turn on Ribbit King with a few friends. I can still play Yarn Kirby in my free time if I want to. You know? Anyway, welcome to another auto-scroller. Nice and slow, but at least this animation is a lot of fun. Because it stretches and squashes so much more than any other animation in this game. Those little tails on the ship. It's so much fun. So much fun. Is it the hardest 2P level? I thought it was easier. Oh well. I don't run 2P is the thing, so I don't know. I thought it was easier. Anyways, I like to wake this guy up. I like to ruin his day a little bit. You know, it's not that bringing pain causes me joy. It's just that it's a really cute animation to see him fall on his face. So I gotta do it. Y'all know how it is. Excuse me. I like how you can just slide under those blocks. It's a lot of fun. This game is a lot of fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not gonna happen, baby. Bring me to the end. Alright, here's a boss, kind of. In the same way that Wispy Woods is a boss, but not really. Just a big enemy. Alright. I hope you guys are ready for the best music in the game in this next level coming up here. Get your Craigasms ready. Klezmergasms. The good Klezmer DDD. Good Klezmer gourmet race. Also, that's like a perfect goal. I'm really happy with that. Unfortunately, that location is really far away, so you can't really get as close to it as you want to make the camera pan back really quickly. Every 2P strat is harder? Oh. Then why do you say 1P is the harder run for the slower time? That's what you've told me before. Oh well, now's not the time to discuss that. We're coming up on the end of the run. It's this level and then the final boss. So I guess we can start winding down a little bit. Hope you guys liked my run. I had some fun with it. Talking about my father. It seemed like you guys at least put up with it. I don't know if enjoy is the right word, but... See, I know... Are you fucking kidding me? Some of you guys didn't leave, so I appreciate that. I like that some people can put up with me sometimes. It's encouraging. It's encouraging to somebody like me. This is a great level, though. I love this music. Oh, come on. This is a terrible run. Oh, the batteries. Don't play me like this. Do not play me like this, batteries. No way. If these batteries die right during the final boss, I'm gonna... Oh my god, I'm gonna scream. No way. Come on. Just one more level. Just one more thing to do in this run, and then you can die. And then you can die. Please. Please. Yeah. We need these batteries. We need these batteries to hold out. I've got the final boss and that's it. Come on. Come on. Oh my god, if only I was good at this game. Alright. You guys like those? I hope you can't hear that too well. Those people working on my bathroom. They were supposed to do it like last week, but for some reason they're here now. Don't I have a replacement controller to use? Actually, no. Actually, no, I don't. Because I gave it to my sister, and I forgot to... Well, I just didn't think to take it back. Alright, final boss. Final boss and that's it. Final boss and that's it, and then the controller can die. That's all I need. Fuck, that was a terrible patch. Why am I so bad at this game? Oh man. Alright, here's a question. What happens if this controller does die during the final boss? What do we do? What's the protocol? Has that happened before? What's the protocol? What do we do? I mean, I've got the Wiimote charger, so I could just put it in for like a minute and then finish the final boss with that. But that would take a while. Just enough to finish the final boss, not to give it fully charged. We cry. If the battery dies, we cry. Seems like a good solution to me. Okay, we replace batteries. Alright. I'll just charge it then. If that happens, which I hope it doesn't. Everybody said yes, send me your Wiimote energy. Please. Please. It's the final boss. This is it. This is it. I need your charges. With the power of 1,000 mighty suns and also Twitch chat. Perhaps Yarn Kirby can succeed. Why? Why? Okay, but why? Okay, but why? You know what I mean? Here's my question. Here's my question. Why am I the worst at this game? Why is everybody better at this game than me? But why? Alright, this one. Easy. 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 My oh my. No Johns. I was about to blame the controller because the D-pad on the Wiimote sucks, but no Johns. I can't John. I can't John. Why? Oh my god, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. What the hell? Yo, let me tell you something. I'm the best. I'm the second best runner of this game. That tells you where we are as a community. That should give you a good indication of how our community is. I am the second best runner. We need some help desperately. We need people to come and be good. This can't be second best. Hi, Milk. What are you doing there?
Hey.
Hi, how are you doing?
What the?
What the what? You've come on to my speed run.
I'm here to press time. Was I supposed to?
Oh, yes. We're almost done here.
Uh,
He's got a second form. So he's going to turn into the tank, and then here it is. The last opportunity for the frame perfect input. Didn't get it. Didn't get it. I'm a huge piece of shit, but everybody knows that already. Y'all, hear me out. I'm not usually this self-deprecating, except yes, I absolutely am. It's just how it's gotta be. Boy, we kind of fucked up his eye a little bit. I never noticed. I never really look at Yin Yarn during this part of the fight. So the way this works, Milk, is there's going to be a little, like, pole on the right side of the stage. And once Kirby crosses that is when we call time. So once Tank Kirby turns into regular Kirby is when time is called. This can be in just a second here. First we gotta wait for these poles to go. Goodbye, funny cane. And time.
you really gotta replace your controller battery.
Yes, I do.
You got a 135/48, amigo.
Oh, that's not bad. It's better than Paper's 1p time. So it still is like, oh my god, that was a terrible run, but it's still like better than what everyone else has done. 135. This can't be. Alright, well, to everybody who came along, thanks. I'm sorry I'm so bad, but also the best? Question mark? Whatever. If you want to come be part of the Kirby's Epic Yarn speedrunning community, we have a Discord. You can find it in the description of my streams. Twitch.tv/funkybilliards, no underscore, just funkybilliards. And that's it. Thanks for coming along. I hope you liked the run. Hope you liked the therapy marathon. And I'll see you later, I guess. Are we all set?
I'm prolonging you a little bit.
Oh.
Just so I can fix something. You can say words if you want.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna charge up my Wiimote now, so you can all rest easy knowing that it's all safe and sound in its charger, which is nice. Except it doesn't seem like the logo is going away. That's telling me it's bad. So yeah, I guess we've got some extra time to talk if you want to. If you got like questions or anything, I'll answer them. Probably don't. They don't even have to be about the game. I think I've made it pretty clear that I'm really open about like my personal life. So if you just want to talk about that, we can. Totally open to questions. Let's have them. Let's have them, folks. I got a few Twitter followers in the meantime. That's cool. I'm happy about that. Am I a champ in billiards? Not Here's the thing. The reason I chose the name Funky Billiards is just because I like the sound of those words. I don't particularly enjoy the meaning of them. I don't like what funky means, and I'm not a particularly big fan of billiards, but I do love those words individually, so I stuck them together. What's the difference between 1p and 2p? It's the... oh, as far as time goes, it should be about 5 minutes. 2p saves about 5 minutes overall over 1p. So it's not too much, but it is enough to be substantial. Let's see. How degen do you have to be to speedrun Epic Yarn? Way degen. I'm talking like bottom of the spectrum, as far degenerate as you can possibly go. To the point where like I'm not even a solid. I've degenerated so much that my body cannot even hold itself together. I am indeed many pieces spread across a chair, which holds a Wiimote controller. I have degenerated so far I'm not even taking the shape of a physical human being. I am dust. I am only dust. Let's see. Cat girls or dog girls? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't need to answer that question.
Okay.
Thanks for
Alright.
your run, buddy.